people turn to elimination diets hoping to uncover hidden food sensitivities or finally feel better after years of mystery symptoms. But are these diets truly effective or are they misunderstood? Let's break down what's the fact, what's the fiction, and how to do it safely if you are considering one. An elimination diet is a short, structured approach used to help you understand your body's unique relationship with food. It's not a trend, it's an experiment. Here's how it works. You temporarily remove foods that are known to commonly cause reactions. Things like dairy, gluten, eggs, soy, or processed food for about 3 to 6 weeks. Then one by one, you slowly add them back in while tracking your symptoms. This helps reveal pattern. Maybe your energy dips after certain meals or your bloating returns only when you eat dairy again. The goal isn't restrictions, it's discovery. You are becoming your own investigator, learning how your gut, skin, brain, and energy responds to what you eat. Think of it like pressing the reset buttons on your body's feedback system so you can hear the signals it's been sending all along. Most people don't start an elimination diet out of curiosity. They start out of frustration. They have been to multiple doctors, done the tests, and everything comes back normal. Yet they still feel exhausted, inflamed, or mentally foggy. Elimination diets give them a structured way to explore whether food might be the hidden link, especially for conditions like IBS, eczema, migraines, joint pains, or chronic fatigue. Sometimes a simple connection between what you eat and how you feel can explain years of confusing symptoms. And while it's not a cure-all for many people, it's the first time they realize their body's been talking all along. It just needed the noise turned down long enough to be heard. Here's the truth. Elimination diets are powerful, but they're not for everyone. If your symptoms are mild or inconsistent, or if you haven't yet focused on improving the basics like balanced meals, hydration, stress, and sleep, then starting with a more moderate approach may be a smarter and more sustainable. Sometimes the real culprit isn't a single food, it's the pattern of your lifestyle. Stress hormones can mimic food intolerances. Lack of sleep can slow digestions. Even gut bacteria imbalance can create the same symptoms as a food allergy. That's why jumping straight into restrictions without context can backfire. The goal isn't to remove foods to feel better, it's to remove the guesswork behind why you don't feel well. To get meaningful results from an elimination diet, you need a clear system, not guesswork. So step 1 is eliminate. You will remove the most common potential triggers for about 2 to 6 weeks. This gives your gut and immune system time to quiet down so that any underlying reactions become clearer. Step 2 is reintroduce. After the elimination phase, you will reintroduce one food at a time, slowly, intentionally, every 3 to 4 days. During this phase, it's not just about what you eat, but how you feel afterwards. Step 3, track. Keep a detailed journal of symptoms, energy levels, sleep, mood, and digestions. You are looking for patterns, not perfections. This is how you discover your personal blueprint, the foods your body thrives on and the ones it struggles with. It's a process of curiosity and observations, not deprivation or punishment. These foods are the most common triggers seen in elimination diet, not because they're bad, but because they are the ones most likely to cause immune or gut reactions in sensitive individuals. For example, gluten can irritate the gut lining in some people, especially those with gluten sensitivity or celiac disease. Dairy is a top offender for bloating or skin flare-ups due to lactose or protein intolerance. Eggs and soy can trigger immune responses or digestive distress in a small percentage of people. Processed sugars and refined foods fuel inflammation and disrupt gut bacteria balance. And while caffeine and alcohol aren't always eliminated, they can worsen symptoms like anxiety, fatigue, or poor sleep. So some people temporarily remove them for clearer results. The key point is elimination isn't permanent. It's a short experiment. The goal isn't to live in restrictions, but to gain clarity. Then rebuild your diet based on what your body actually tolerates. One of the biggest myths about elimination diets is that they are a shortcut to losing weight. Here's what really happens. When you cut out entire food groups or processed foods, your calorie intake often drops temporarily, and so does the scale. That early change can feel motivating, but it's not true fat loss. It's mostly water weight and glycogen depletion. If you stay restrictive for too long, your metabolism can actually slow down. Your body starts conserving energy, your hunger hormones shifts, and eventually weight can rebound, often higher than before. Even more concerning, when people focus only on the scale, they miss the true purpose of the elimination diet: to understand how food affects energy, digestion, focus, and inflammation. So if your goal is weight loss, elimination diet aren't the answer. They are a diagnostic tool, not a lifestyle. Sustainable weight balance comes from repairing metabolism, not restricting it. When done properly and for a short period, usually 4 to 6 weeks, elimination diets are generally safe. They can reduce inflammation and help reset awareness around food choices. But when people stay restrictive for months or years, that's when problems start. Eliminating large food groups long-term can lead to deficiencies, especially in nutrients like vitamin D, calcium, B12, iron, and omega-3. Those deficiencies don't just affect energy, they can impact hormones, mood, and immune function. That's why professional guidance matters. A dietitian or a physician can help make sure that while you are removing triggers, you're still getting enough proteins, fibers, and micronutrients to keep your metabolism and gut health stable. So yes, elimination diet can be safe, short-term investigation, but they're not meant to become a permanent lifestyle. The elimination process can be eye-opening, but it's not without bump. During the first week, you may feel more tired or notice headaches as your body adjusts to fewer processed foods or caffeine. Some people also experience temporary changes in digestion. That's your gut recalibrating. The reintroduction phase is where it gets tricky. When foods are added back, old symptoms can flare briefly, like bloating, joint pain, or skin changes. That's useful feedback, not failure. But here's the emotional side. Sometimes people start fearing food altogether. They become anxious about eating outside the plan or labeling food as safe and unsafe. That's when a helpful process turns harmful. If that happens, pause. Food shouldn't create fear. It's communication from your body, not punishment. If your relationship with eating starts to feel tense or obsessive, it's time to bring in professional support. Remember, the goal is not perfection, it's connection. Learning to interpret your body's messages with curiosity, not judgment. Here's something many people don't realize. When you remove a food from your diet for a long time, your immune system can forget what that food looks like. So when you bring it back suddenly, your body might overreact. This is rare, but it can happen, especially in people with existing allergies and autoimmune conditions. That's why The reintroduction phase should always be slow and strategic. Start with a small amount and monitor how your body responds. If you notice hives, swelling, itching, or shortness of breath, stop immediately and get medical help. The goal is curiosity, not crisis. Here's where elimination diet can backfire emotionally when people start feeling better after cutting certain foods. They can become overly cautious, even afraid to eat normally again. What started with as a healing experiment can turn into food anxiety or obsessive clean eating. This is called orthorexia. When being healthy becomes unhealthy, food is not the enemy. The goal is awareness, not perfection. A healthy relationship with food means flexibility, not fear. If you start feeling anxious about meals or social events, that's a sign to take a step back, get guidance, and remind yourselves you are in charge, not your food list. To get the most accurate and safe result, structure is key. Plan your meals ahead so you're not scrambling or accidentally introducing trigger foods too soon. Keep a journal where you log everything, not just what you eat, but how you feel, your energy level, sleep quality, even mood. Pattern often shows up where you least expect. When reintroducing food, go one at a time, every 3 to 4 days. This gives your body enough time to react before adding something new. And if possible, work with a nutritionist or health professionals. They can help you spot patterns faster and keep your nutrient intake balanced. Think of your diet like a conversations with your body. Every bite you take sends signals about inflammation, energy hormones, and even mood. An elimination diet can help you tune into those messages. But remember, food isn't the whole story. Stress, sleep, and gut health also influence how your body reacts. You could be eating perfectly, but if you are chronically stressed or not sleeping enough, your gut lining stays inflamed and symptoms persist. So rather than obsessing over what to remove, focus on what to restore: balance, variety, and nourishment. That's when real healing begins. You have done the hard work. Maybe you have cleaned up your diet, cut out gluten, dairy, or sugar, but you still feel off. That's your body trying to tell you something deeper. The problem isn't just what's on your plate, it's what's happening in your life. Chronic stress, overworking, emotional exhaustions, they can all trigger inflammation and gut changes that mimic food sensitivities. So if you are feeling tired, foggy, or inflamed, even after eating perfectly, your gut might not be the only one needing a reset. In my next video, burnout, the overlap you didn't see coming, we will unpack how stress and your gut talk to each other and how your symptoms might actually be a message, not a mystery. Your body's been whispering. Let's finally listen together. Thank you.